Annyeonghaseyo.
Hi guys, we are Ordinary South African and welcome to another video.
So today we're doing something a little different. We're reviewing an authentic South Korean restaurant situated right here in Durban. So South Korean culture has taken South Africa by like storm with K-pop, K-dramas. The only thing I've watched is Squid Game. We're a fan of BTS. I wouldn't call us ARMY, but we're a fan of BTS.
And the Netflix series?
Squid Game.
The cartoon one?
Japanese.
Oops.
Okay. And we started watching Kingdom recently. Kingdom and something about some high school zombies that I can't remember the name of. But if you're a fan of horror movies, guys, you need to check out the way Asian people do horror. That's something else. He visited Crazy Korean today, where he met the owner, known as Lee Kwang-jung in South Korea. Here he's Kwang-jung Lee.
So Crazy Korean is in Durban North. It's just past the Kensington intersection on the right, and it's like decorated with these banners, so you can't miss it as soon as you go up Swapo Road in Durban North.
It's a little restaurant, but there is space for you to sit down and have a meal. There's also frozen foods that you can order and instant ramen as well.
This is Crazy Korean in Durban North, serving authentic food. We have the owner that's here. Yes sir, how are you?
Hello.
Good, and you?
Good.
Good. Sorry, can you just introduce yourself to us?
Yes, sweetheart. My name is Kwang-jung Lee. I'm from Korea and running a great Korean shop in South Africa. 안녕하세요.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
And we just wanted to find out what is the favorite food that is served in South Korea.
General, there are so many food. I think one of the most popular dish is probably bulgogi, and which is like a marinated beef, and some like a spicy pork or jyuck, and probably like a pork rib, like a grilled dish. I think that could be one of the most popular dish, I guess.
Okay. And what's the most favorite foods that the people in Durban order from Crazy Korean?
At the moment, actually people really like pajeon, which is a pancake, or sticky chicken. Chickens are very popular. Yeah, I think
Okay.
those two are the most popular dish in our restaurant at the moment.
Okay, thank you so much, and thank you for answering those questions. Thank you.
Pleasure.
So should we get into it?
Yes.
Should we get eating?
I'm starving.
Let's start. Okay, so we've got 5 of the most popular dishes laid out in front of us. So like most people, we're not able to travel right now, so we've been taking trips around the world via YouTube vlogs, and we're learning what other people eat in South Korea. But it's definitely a country we're thinking about visiting as soon as the travel ban is over. We get from people that visit Korea. This is some of the more popular things that they order. Mr. Lee spoke about bulgogi. We've got that today, a popular dish in South Korea, and in Durban they like the chicken dishes, and we've got that as well today, the sticky chicken.
Sticky chicken.
But we're going to start with a Korean favorite, and that is
Kimchi.
kimchi, made by Crazy Korean. I'm going to tell you what's in it. It's napa cabbage, glutinous rice powder, Korean red pepper powder, garlic, fish sauce, salt, sugar, radish, spring onion, seasonal vegetables. Oh, by the way, if we didn't mention, we're serving it Korean style. This is how we see them eating on vlogs and in cafes. The food is put in front of you. You help yourself. You put your whatever you want into your bowl and you go for it. So what's the verdict?
It's like a pickle. Crunchy pickle. With a bit
Yes, it is.
With a bit of spice.
A bit is an exaggeration. I need water. So heat for me is something else, but I do believe South Korean people do like spicy food.
They do.
So this is definitely something that you can add to meals. I think it's a bit strange to eat it on its own, but I do see people adding it to the different dishes that they have, which we will be doing today as we're sampling.
Probably would cut into those meals like.
Yeah. First up, kimchi. Okay, so the next thing we're going to try is toboki. So toboki is traditionally what's known as a rice cake. And if you're a BTS fan, then you would have seen them eat that a lot as well in the soup type videos. Let's dig in.
Let's eat.
Okay. Okay, guys, and we're also not masters of chopsticks. So I think you more or less serve yourself.
Okay.
Do you bite into it or does the whole thing go in your mouth? So that's my first time tasting toboki. It's quite chewy. It's got a very different type of texture. I suppose if you eat rice cakes, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But very flavorful. I like it.
Tastes good.
I wouldn't say I'm aware of some of the dishes here. I would eat it again.
So next up we have bulgogi myeon, which translates to beef and noodles. Let's eat. I've just added some kimchi with the bulgogi myeon. Tastes good.
I love their noodles. This is one of my favorite dishes from Crazy Korean. How does it taste with the kimchi? Wish me luck. Spiciness of the kimchi alters the flavor a bit. But when you add the kimchi to other food, I can actually handle the spice.
That's because of this, maybe that sweetness that it has in it.
But yeah, I can see why people like to add kimchi to their dishes. It does add a bit of booster to the meal, especially if you like spicy.
Small twist.
So next up we have the Durban favorite. It's Jeongbap is the Korean name. Bap is rice if you directly translate it. It's basically sticky rice and chicken. Me personally, I prefer the noodles, but I can see why people like this. Why it's a favorite.
It's sweetish, like a sweet chili. Sauce.
Yeah, this is actually opposite everything else that we ate. It's got a more sweetened taste to it, but if you add the kimchi, it spices things up a bit. So if you like a sweet and sour, like especially if you like barbecue ribs and all of that, this is the flavor that you like. But if you like to spice it up, you just add a little bit of kimchi.
Next up we have Jyuck Bub, which translates to spicy pork and rice. But we need the pork, you know.
This is also a sticky rice, but the consistency, I mean, it's white. The one that came with the chicken was light brown. So, my favorite dish at Crazy Korean is Jyuck Myeon, which is the exact same meat dish, but it's served with the noodles instead of the rice. I can eat that every day. It's divine.
So this is a little bit of a more softer consistency in the rice. A little bit of spice in it.
I wouldn't say little. It's like a long burn. Takes a little bit of a while to kick in, but you feel it when it's there. Next up, we have Bibimbap. Bibimbap is a rice dish that requires you to mix it up. It comes all beautifully presented in one dish, but after that, you've got to remove the egg and mix it up. So Bibimbap comes with a prepared egg. It's placed on the top. And then this is what's there. Bap basically is a rice dish. It's got rice, it's got a bit of sauce, it's got some meat that looks like spinach, and veggies. I see mushrooms. I see, that could be zucchini or cucumbers, I don't know, and a bit of pickled veggies here. So let's get mixing. So basically when it's done, I would advise you to use a spoon. I don't know why we didn't do that, but it takes a bit of mixing, but everything needs to be combined thoroughly according to what we've seen. But we've seen these in quite a few restaurants and all of that being served on YouTube. I'm sure it's divine. Let's dig in.
Let's eat.
What do they say for let's eat in Korean? Please tell us. I'm sure there's many people out there that'll know. Our Korean skills are limited to 2 words.
Very flavorful. The mushrooms.
It's very different.
Spinach with the carrots, and I think these are cucumbers.
The veggies are very crunchy. Everything is fresh. It's very different, but
it is
tasty.
cucumber.
It's cucumber.
Yep. Very flavorful.
I must say, South Korean food, very unique. But yeah, I can see myself eating this again.
I think from all the dishes, they all actually have a unique taste, each dish, and it's quite tasty. Yeah, so when I met Mr. Lee at Crazy Korean, he advised me that these leafy baby lettuce that we have here, this baby lettuce, you got to use it like a, what would you call it, taco?
A wrap.
A wrap or a taco. And you got to take a piece of the chicken and you put it in there with some rice. Let's give it a small kick with some kimchi. You gotta just fold it like this and take a bite. Tasty.
Guys, you're gonna see us sweating and you're gonna see my hair blowing because of a fan. That's because the weather in Durban right now is insane and the food is quite spicy, so please forgive us if we're looking a little bit flustered. It's really hot. If you're in Durban, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so the food that we ordered today is part of Crazy Korean Family Friday Special. That's 4 dishes for 320 Rand, which is a bargain because if you look at the portions that we got, I would say you can actually serve it like how we did. So order 4 dishes and eat it among the family, add a bit of kimchi, Korean style, and you transport it to another country. So the 4 dishes that we chose, there's a choice, and you can check out Crazy Korean Facebook page for their updated menu and all the details and what else you can choose from. The 4 dishes we chose was bulgogi myeon, which is the beef and noodles, Jeongbap, which is the sticky rice and chicken, and it was the spicy pork with the rice, and Bibimbap. The Toboki we added as an individual dish. You can order that as an individual dish or to share. And we obviously had to add the kimchi.
My favorite is the sticky rice and sweet chicken, and it's a unique taste. It's something that we don't usually get here.
I have to say that all 4 dishes that we tasted had a different flavor to it. And the pork had a spicy taste, but it was a different type of spice, and the chicken was sweet. And obviously, even with the addition of the kimchi, it changes the flavor of everything that we tasted today. But my favorite is always going to be the noodles dish, which in this case was the bulgogi myeon. Please don't kill me if I'm saying it incorrectly, but it's the beef and noodles. There's something about these noodles that I absolutely love. I do like the sticky rice as well, but I would go with the beef.
It's a good choice. I would all the meals are actually very good.
We just want to point out that this video is not sponsored. Everything that you see in front of you today, we paid for. We want to show you guys what Durban has to offer. You don't have to leave the city to get an international taste right on your doorstep. And we want Durban businesses to start picking up again. The only thing we ask of you is to please subscribe, like this video, share, so we can grow this channel and share more wonderful experiences with you guys.
So if you guys know of any other international cuisines that you would like us to probably go and check out and do a review on it and just do a little snippet video of it, message in the comment section, and then we will probably go and check it out.
The other thing we buy from Crazy Korean are their instant noodles that they sell. When we bought these, I think they were 120 Rand for 5, but we could be completely off base here because we bought it last year sometime. Yeah. They come in packs. They're quick and easy meals. They don't taste like 2-minute noodles, and they're almost like a soupy ramen. So our favorites are, we buy the Soon,
the Shin Ramen,
and this one is Jin Ramen. All of them are authentic from Korea, and we've learned to make them Korean style. There's a whole lot of videos that we've watched, like with the Shin Ramen. That's this one. It's a little bit spicy, but it's not so spicy that I can't eat it. The Samyang bulldog noodles are a no-no for me. That's just fire in my mouth, no taste. We've cut up some spring onions and we crack an egg in this while it's almost done, and it's absolutely amazing. Let us know if that is something you'd like to see, how we prepare these, but we basically follow the instructions, so it's our favorite. It's our go-to snack when we're feeling lazy and we don't want to cook.
So we're almost at the end of our video. So please guys, please subscribe, share it with your friends and families, and let's try and grow this channel, and like and comment in the comments column, and we're going to catch you on the next video.
If you want to take a trip down to South Korea and visit Seoul for the day, visit Crazy Korean on Swapo Road in Durban North and tell them that you saw them on Ordinary South African. Kamsahamnida. Bye.